What's going on, y'all? It's your cousin from the South Side, Zaey de la Soul. Well, I'm gonna take y'all through my recording process, my recording and my mixing process for this song I'm working on. And I figured I'd do this because it's a really different video. I don't really post much on here as much as I do on Instagram and TikTok. So I figured, why not just post a video on here? You know, trying to, you know, give the people on YouTube something to see. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so what I got going on right now, I already have everything written. I could have made a video of taking y'all through like my writing process, but that would have been a long ass video, because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, like when it comes to writing verses, sometimes it might take me maybe like a day. I might spend a whole day on a verse, and then might spend another day on a verse, and you know, probably between those 2 days, I'll have the hook probably already written, or I'll be writing the hook, you know, throughout the day, trying to come up with something that, you know, correlates with the lyrics that I wrote. So yeah, I got the first hook written, not hook, but I have the first verse written, and I got the hook written. I wrote the hook on a separate piece of paper because I wanted to have space for it, and I wrote the second verse on a separate piece of paper as well. So yeah, I'm gonna record this and y'all gonna watch me record it, and hopefully it's a good video. It's the youngin' who intelligent, fly like a fucking Pegasus, high above his class. Yes, baby, I'm on the honor roll, check dependent, valedictorian, a pretty nigga. Your girl tell me I'm gorgeous. Hop up in my spaceship, we cruising in something futuristic like the DeLorean. Last year we took a couple L's. I promise I'm never losing again. 26, I gotta be strategic if I really wanna win. Had to drop some dead weight. Too many niggas love to hate, but can't stand to see you elevate. If they quick to be a saboteur, fuck. Run that back. No. Where? It's the youngin' who intelligent, fly like a fucking Pegasus, high above his class. Yes, baby, I'm on the honor roll, check dependent, valedictorian, a pretty nigga. Your girl tell me I'm gorgeous. Hop up in my spaceship, we cruising in something futuristic like the DeLorean. Last year we took a couple L's. I promise I'm never losing again. 26, I gotta be strategic if I really wanna win. Had to drop some dead weight. Too many niggas love to hate, but can't stand to see you elevate. If they quick to sabotage your success, that's not your family or your friend. So kick they ass to the curb where they should have been. Nice. So I'm gonna play that back, see how that sounds. Hopefully it sounds good. Excellent. So now what I'm finna do, I'm finna record the hook. I done took a couple L's. Hold on. I gotta find the pocket. I gotta find the pocket. I done took a couple L's and had to fall. Nope. I done took a couple L's and had to hit the mat before. Fell off of the ladder and had to start from scratch on the floor. I done took a couple L's and had to hit the mat before. Fell off of the ladder and had to start from scratch on the floor. But I'll be damned if I don't get that happy ending. No trust, honey, it's pending. Just be patient. Alright. That's the verse. Now, hey, we gonna do the little thing, okay? We're gonna do the little thing. Okay, give me some time. Give me some time, baby. And we back. I can't afford to slack off. I be treating my dreams like a 9 to 5. Was beating myself up for the mistakes I made in the past. But the bad times never last. Had some self-doubt, but now those thoughts are fleeting from my mind. I got my man Somalis on while I do the race. I ain't competing with nobody else. Yes, I set the pace. They gon' hand me the awards and the accolades and watch me do my dancey dance in you hoes face, floating on this beat like a hoverboard. Told my brother Tommy, keep him coming. Fuck. sometimes, hey. Sometimes real niggas fuck up. Okay, real niggas fuck up, man. Why I keep looking at the viewfinder. But sometimes real G's fuck up. Record this shit. And we back. I can't afford to slack off. I be treating my dreams like a 9 to 5. Always. Nah, run it back. I was fucking up. And we back. I can't afford to slack off. I be treating my dreams like a 9 to 5. Was beating myself up for the mistakes I made in the past, but the bad times never last. Had some self-doubt, but now those thoughts are fleeting from my mind. I got my man Somalis on while I do the race. I ain't competing with nobody else. Yes, I set the pace. They gon' hand me the awards and the accolades. Watch me do my dancey dance in you hoes face, floating on this beat like a hoverboard. Told my brother Tommy, I keep him. Fuck. And we back. I can't afford to slack off. I be treating my dreams like a 9 to 5. Was beating myself up for the mistakes I made in the past, but the bad times never last. Had some self-doubt, but now those thoughts are fleeting from my mind. I got my man Somalis on while I do the race. I ain't competing with nobody else. Yes, I set the pace. They gon' hand me the awards and the accolades and watch me do my dancey dance in you hoes face, floating on this beat like a hoverboard. Told my brother Tommy, keep him coming. Had to show you pussies, I'm not a runner-up, a indie baby, but don't forget, I am the sergeant, and who I am is really important. Bitch! Nah, we gotta do that again. Y'all. And we back. I can't afford to slack off. I be treating my dreams like a 9 to 5. Was beating myself up for the mistakes I made in the past, but the bad times never last. Had some self-doubt, but now those thoughts are fleeting from my mind. I got my man Somalis on while I do the race. I ain't competing with nobody else. Yes, I set the pace. They gon' hand me the awards and the accolades. Watch me do my dancey dance in you hoes face, floating on this beat like a hoverboard. Told my brother Tommy, keep him coming. Had to show you pussies, I'm not a runner-up, a indie baby, but don't forget, I am the Southern Sergeant, and who I am is really important. I mean, it's a dope bar, Southern Sergeant. I put my own little flair on it. Now I know for some people it might be agitating them that I am reading from the book, but hey, sometimes I will read the book. Sometimes I will read from the notebook that I wrote in, and then just record. But sometimes it's under better lighting. But it's like this really ugly yellow lighting, and I don't want to, I wish I had some cooler lighting. But anyway, that's why I turned on the light, so I could read, so I could see what I wrote. But sometimes I'll type it out. Sometimes I will read what I wrote. I'll put it in text form, so I'll text it out and all that good shit. So, all right, but I'm gonna record the ad-libs for each section, and then I'm gonna do this other hook, and then after I do that, I'm gonna take y'all through the process of mixing everything. So now, before y'all say anything bad about the quality of the videos that you are about to watch, please understand that your boy is using the equipment that he has accessible to him. Okay? The laptop that I'm working on is originally a Windows 8 computer. Okay? Someone just took Windows 10 and put it on there, and the graphics driver on there is not updated. So, when I recorded these videos through OBS, of course, they look like trash. Okay? Your boy is a struggling artist, okay? But I'm trying to make it. Now back to the video. All right, y'all. So I'm in my FL right now, And what I've done right now, I've done some cuts on the vocals, like where my breaths are, because when I'm rapping, I do take breaths like most rappers, and sometimes I'll cut them out, sometimes I'll leave them in. Most times I don't. Um, Most times I don't leave them in so that I can make room for the ad libs, and the ad libs usually take up the space where the breaths are, you know. So I didn't already cut them out. Like as you can see, I didn't cut these out, all in here. But because like let's say if I didn't leave them, if I did leave them out, then you'd hear the breaths and it's the youngin' who intelligent. Fly like a fucking Pegasus, high above his class. Yes, baby, I'm on the honor roll. Check dependent, valedictorian, a pretty nigga. Your girl tell me I'm gorgeous. Hop up in my spaceship, we cruise. I don't really like all that. Not gonna hold y'all. That's not the vibe for me. So I like to cut them out and shit. So, you know. Now what I will do is I'll hit the select tool and just hit Control G, you know, or maybe on your, or if you got an Apple, that is Command J, I think, maybe, I don't know. I don't have a MacBook. I'm not Richie Rich in this bitch, you know. But as it processes, you know, we combine all those audio, we combine all the audio together, and this you get a more cleaner sound in my opinion, and this is what that sounds like. Where it's the youngin' who intelligent, fly like a fucking Pegasus, high above his class. Yes, baby, I'm on the honor roll. Check dependent, valedictorian, a pretty nigga. Your girl tell me I'm gorgeous. Hop up in my spaceship, we cruising in something futuristic like the DeLorean. Last year we took a couple L's, I promise. Yeah, okay. We ain't even did the mixing yet. But we gonna get to that in a minute. These are the ad libs, and I pretty much did the same thing with the ad libs. So I'm gonna just hit Control J again and just put all those audio files together to make one audio file, consolidating them. And yeah. And then after that, we gonna do the same thing with the other ad libs. And once we do that, we are going to get into the mixing process. I also laid down a hook to the curb. I done took a couple L's and had to hit the mat before. Fell off of the ladder and had to start from scratch on the floor. I done took a couple L's and had to hit the mat before. Fell off. Yeah, so I didn't cut out the breaths on this because I'm probably gonna send this to someone, so that they can record their hook. Because I came up with the hook and I'm just gonna send it to somebody else so that they record the hook, because I don't really like when I sing. I'm not a big fan of my singing. But anyway, as you can see, I did the same thing for the other hook, for the other verse, and for the other hook. Well, I did the same thing for my ad libs and my other verse, and I'm gonna consolidate those two, and then, you know, once we do that, I'm gonna get into the mixing. So I'll see y'all when I do the mixing portion. All right, y'all. So unfortunately, past me, when I recorded the video that y'all just saw, I had thought that prior to hitting record on my OBS, I thought I had all of the audio recorded and ready to go, ready to give y'all this video. But unfortunately, I go back to check the audio. Nothing was playing in the video after the one you just saw. So here I am now, having to go over everything again just for y'all, because I love y'all. And if you hit that subscribe button, man, join the family, join the Soul Swim network, okay? For my mixing process, what I'll do is I like to put a patcher on the first verse, and I do this for the second verse as well. I add a couple of EQs and some compressors to compress my vocals, and a couple EQs, a couple of EQs to take out some frequencies that I don't like, and duck some frequencies and whatnot. Um, and for my layer verse, what I do is that I typically will add the what was I gonna say? So typically I'll add an additional parametric EQ just to see if there's like any frequencies that I need to take out or remove or get rid of, and then I will add that to my layer verse as well. And for my layer verse, I just have a patcher. I have two patchers. One is a de-esser and one is the same patcher that I just showed you on the main lead verse, but it's just slightly different. Pretty much the same, just kind of slightly different. And I have a fruity I have a fruity stereo shaper on here, a fruity love filter, another patcher on here, but that patcher is just the Ulean Intelligent De-esser. You know, I also have that same patcher on the main. My voice just broke. I'm too damn old for my voice to be breaking. Goodness me. But I have the Ulean Intelligent De-esser on here. Nothing crazy. Same thing on the lead verse. And I have a delay that I have it automated to where that delay kind of comes in and comes out during certain parts of the song. And ad-libs, as far as ad-libs go, because I don't have anything on right now to let y'all hear, because I don't want to overwhelm my CPU to the point to where, you know, the quality ain't where it should be. But hey, I'm trying to make I hope the video comes out as good as it possibly can, better than the video you just saw. Anyway, I have a patcher on here like taking out frequencies, cutting out frequencies that I don't want to hear and I don't need. Okay. I have a reverb on here, and I think I have it set to the cathedral. Yeah, I have it. No, I didn't. I didn't have it cassette. I think I had it to like the default version, just like the default setting. I also sometimes, when it comes to my ad libs, I will swap out the fruity reverb for this free plugin called Magic 7. It's actually pretty good. It's really dope. Another fruity parametric EQ to cut out some frequencies that I don't want. A fruity delay and pancake. Pancake is basically this free plugin that it pans your vocals to the left and the right, sort of like what is it, that Pan Man? I think that's what it's called, Pan Man. I believe that's the plugin called. Now, I did the same thing for my other verses and ad libs. And I also like to take the track. I'm not a whiz at mixing and mastering. My good friend, I know Tommy, is a whiz at mixing and mastering. Even though he don't like to brag that he is, but he is. Most of everything that I have come to understand and learn about mixing and mastering, I learned it from him. I've also learned a little bit from YouTube, watching YouTube tutorials, because I'm not a whiz at mixing and mastering at all. I've been rapping for a decade, almost a decade. And though I do admit I didn't master mixing and mastering within that time period to now. But I just, like, what was it, last year? I kind of really started picking up, learning mixing and mastering and getting better at it. So, yeah. I will say though, when I first started mixing and mastering, um, before he gave me pointers, my mixes were very much trash. They were ass. And now, a public service announcement from the Soul Swim Network CEO. This is just a reminder to you. That's you, the person watching the video right now. Subscribe, okay? Hit that like button. Matter of fact, while you're at it, join the email list, okay? The email list. You know, my email list where you, that's you, a member of the Soul Swim Network, if you've already subscribed, will be notified whenever I release content and when I release music on Bandcamp, and even you'll also get first dibs to things like physical copies, vinyls, merchandise when I release them, when I have that money on to do so. So if you want to be a part of the email list, go ahead and hit me up on the DMs at Zaey De La Soul on Instagram, and we'll go from there. And be sure to like this video and share this video with your friends. It helps the channel get pushed and get seen by more people that might also want to join the Soul Swim Network. Until then, let's get back to the video, cuzzo. They were very bad. Not gonna lie. So yeah. But anyway, that's all that I have for the verses and the ad libs. And what I like to do, and this is something I also learned from my friend Tommy, I like to take the verse and run it through a reverb and a stereo track, and take a chorus track and run it through the stereo track. I'm not going to turn any of these on just yet. Y'all are going to hear the final product at the end of the video. So this is pretty much it when it comes to the mixing process for me. Also for my hooks, let me see, where are my hooks at? Okay, so for my not ad libs, but for my hook, what I like to do is I like to take my hook and add similar to the verses. I'll add a patcher, a fruity chorus, a delay, a reverb that's turned up slightly a little bit more, and the delay slightly turned up a little bit more than the verse, a parametric EQ, a fruity love filter, some more additional EQs, and a patcher, which is again another de-esser. And I will run it through Auto-Tune Pro. Now, I want to remind everybody, I am a broke rapper, okay? And I mean broke rapper, baby. But however, I know, let's just say, I know where you can get that booger sugar. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm not gonna say anything else. So I opened up the Auto-Tune Pro, and my beat is in D sharp minor, and I tuned it to that. Yep, I got it on the relaxed setting because I wasn't belting or trying to really sing these to vocals, because again, I am not the best singer at all, so yeah. And I took my verse, did a little layer, and did pretty much the same thing to that I did with the layer verse for the actual, verse. Yeah. After that, transition is real. I mixed everything, added these automation clips that you're seeing, and yeah, then I ran it through the mastering process, and we not gonna get into the mastering process for this video because your boy, that's a whole nother video. Okay, that is a even longer video, and that would be a process, extremely longer process, because there are times where I will literally redo a master, hell, redo a mix, probably like 6 times tops. There's been times where I've done a mix 8 times, and then after the 8th time, finally got the right master. I'm gonna take it back to past Zaey, and he is going to close out the video. Alright, y'all, so as y'all can see, it's dark. I know it look light, but it is dark outside right now from what I'm seeing. Thank y'all so much for watching. This was really fun. I had a really great time making this video, and thank y'all so much for stopping by. Be sure to hit the like button. Share this video with your friends. It really helps the channel, and really helps this video get seen by other people. And I'm gonna leave all my links down below so you can go check me out on Instagram and all my other social media platforms. But I just want to let y'all know to go check out my brand new EP, The Year I Turned 26, which is out now on Bandcamp and Even. You can also check out my entire discography on Bandcamp. I have my entire discography on Bandcamp. And yeah, as always, much love from the south side of the universe, and until then, this has been your cousin. Peace.
It's the youngin' who intelligent, fly like a fucking Pegasus, high above his class. Yes, baby, I'm on the honor roll. Check the pendant, valedictorian, a pretty nigga. Your girl tell me I'm gorgeous. Hop up in my spaceship, we cruising in something futuristic like the DeLorean. Last year we took a couple L's. I promise I'm never losing again. 26, I gotta be strategic if I really wanna win.